Have you ever felt like you're just average? Like everyone around you has some incredible, shining talent, and you're just sort of there? That's exactly how Evan felt. He looked at his classmates and saw a world of brilliance. Sarah could solve complex math problems in her head. Ben's drawings were so vivid, they practically jumped off the page. Maria had a voice that could silence a room, and David's stories were so captivating, you'd forget to breathe. And Evan, he just saw himself as plain, ordinary, and completely untalented. This feeling, this constant comparison, became a heavy weight on his shoulders. He started to shrink into himself, avoiding activities and conversations, convinced he had nothing valuable to offer. The pressure to be special was overwhelming, and the fear of not measuring up was even worse. He was trapped in a cycle of self-doubt, watching life from the sidelines. One afternoon, a teacher named Ms. Lane noticed Evan sitting alone, looking lost in a sea of his own thoughts. She was one of those rare teachers who saw more than just test scores. She saw the students themselves. She approached him gently, not with questions or demands, but with a simple, kind presence. Over the next few weeks, she made it her mission to help Evan. She didn't give him easy answers or empty praise. Instead, she started a conversation. "Evan," she said one day, "tell me about Sarah's math skills. Do you think she was just born that way?" Evan shrugged. "I guess so. She's a genius." Ms. Lane smiled. "I've seen Sarah stay after school almost every day, wrestling with problems until she understands them. I've seen Ben fill sketchbook after sketchbook with practice drawings, many of which he throws away. And Maria, she practices her scales for an hour every single morning." It was like a light bulb switched on in Evan's mind. He had only ever seen the final product, the perfect grade, the beautiful artwork, the flawless performance. He had never considered the hours of hard work, the frustration, the failures, and the relentless practice that went into it. His classmates weren't just gifted, they were dedicated. They had found something they loved and were willing to pour their time and energy into it. And that's when the most important realization hit him. He had never really tried. He had given up on things before he even started, assuming he wouldn't be good enough. He had never put in the effort, never pushed through the initial awkwardness of learning something new. He had been so busy looking at everyone else's strengths that he'd have never taken the time to explore his own. Inspired by this new perspective, Evan decided to make a change. He was done being a spectator in his own life. With Ms. Lane's encouragement, he began a journey of exploration. He borrowed a sketchbook and tried drawing. His first few attempts were clumsy, nothing like Ben's, but he didn't give up immediately. He hummed along 2 songs on the radio, trying to find his voice, even if it was off-key. He started paying more attention in class, asking questions, and spending extra time on his homework. It was challenging. There were days he felt discouraged, days when the old voice of self-doubt whispered that he was wasting his time. But something was different now. He wasn't doing it to be better than anyone else. He was doing it for himself, to see what he was capable of. He was curious. During this period of trial and error, his school announced a field day. Evan had always avoided sports, assuming he'd be clumsy and slow. But this time, he decided to just sign up. Why not? During the first practice for the relay race, something amazing happened. When the baton was passed to him, he took off. His feet felt light. His body moved with an effortless coordination he'd never noticed before. He wasn't just running, he was flying. His coach was stunned. "Evan, where has this speed been hiding?" For the first time, something felt natural. It felt right. He discovered a raw talent for athletics, a combination of speed and agility that was all his own. He started training with the track team, and with every practice, he felt his confidence grow. He wasn't the best artist or the best singer, but on the track, he was powerful. He had found his own stage. Evan's journey taught him the most valuable lesson of all. Life isn't a competition to see who is the most talented. It's not about measuring yourself against others and feeling inferior. It's about the personal journey of discovery. It's about putting in the effort, exploring your curiosities, and not being afraid to fail. It's about understanding that your unique strengths might be hidden in places you've never bothered to look. Evan stopped comparing himself to Sarah, Ben, or Maria. He learned to admire their hard work while celebrating his own. He finally understood that the goal isn't to be better than everyone else, but to be the very best version of yourself. He wasn't average Evan anymore. He was just Evan, a runner, a student, a friend, and someone who was finally proud of the person he was becoming. So if you ever feel like Evan, remember his story. Your unique talent is out there waiting for you. You just have to be brave enough to start searching for it. Thank you for giving your soul a moment to rest.